triple screen trading system to catch bushes. Okay, and also as Master Zhu said, he called it this is the 3-point system of stock analysis, which means need to satisfy those 3 different aspects. If it is 3 points, then which means this stock is okay for us to trade. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, actually the concept of triple screen is how to say is we cannot say inventor, right? Maybe just we can say it's a developer of triple screen, which is the who is the Dr. Alexander Eld. So this is a brief introduction for him. He is a professional trader and the author of a lot of books. And in 1988, he founded the Financial Trading Seminars, which soon became one of the leading trader training companies. And he consults private traders and financial institutions, organizes seminars and conferences for traders. His company produces video and books on stock trading, and we know the best selling of them, which is the Trading for a Living. So this book actually has been translated into 12 languages and has become one of the most popular books in the history of a stock exchange. Okay, actually in 2018, I remember it is on 2018, yeah. We invited Dr. Eld to give a speech for our members, both in China and overseas members. It is in we call it a Boao Financial Forum. I think some of Malaysian members also went to join that international forum. Okay. Seems you got question. Oh, okay, all right. So this is a brief introduction for him, who is the developer of triple screen, this concept. And the triple screen trading system was invented by Dr. Alexander Eld in 1986. It's a trading method applicable to various kinds of markets, such as stock market, futures, and forex. So this triple screen solves the problems of a trading cycle. Let's say whether we need to based on monthly chart or weekly chart or daily chart or even the mini charts to buy and sell, right? This is the first problem it can help us to solve, which is the trading cycle. And the second one is fan management, or what we can see also as a position management. And the second one is the entry and exit. And also the some other question, let's say the inconsistency of the indicators, and also the conflict of the trading psychology. And it forms a complete trading system and solve the contradiction between trend and swing indicators. So this is a function, or we can see the purpose of this triple screen trading system. Okay, and the core principle of trading triple screen is used to a large perspective to examine the long-term chart at the beginning of analysis, so as to formulate strategies and determine the direction of buying long or selling short. Okay, which means first of all, we need to see a longer time frame to divide whether it is a good timing for us to buy long or to sell short, which means we need to judge the big direction first to decide our trading strategy, right? Whether we need to buy long or to sell short from a longer time frame or time period. Okay, then we can make tactical decisions to find entry and exit points. So this is a core principle of this triple screen trading system. So as we see, it has three total in 3 screen, right? So the first one, we see the first screen is strategical decisions made on the long-term chart using the indicators of a trend analysis, which means the first screen, we need to use some of the trend indicators to analyze the trend, to see whether it is in uptrend or downtrend, or long-term uptrend or long-term downtrend, to let us make our decision to buy long or to sell short. Because as we said just now, this trading triple screen trading system can use on many different trading markets, right? We see the stock market, the future, and also the forex. We know only in Malaysia stock market we can only buy long, but let's see in some other stock markets and also in future and forex, we can not only buy long but also can do the short selling. So that's why we need to judge the big direction first to make our decision whether to buy long or to sell short. So we need to use some of the trend indicators, okay? And in Homing software, actually, we have learned a lot of trend indicators, right? But in this triple trading screen, we didn't mention about the trend Homing special indicator. We just use some common trend indicators to replace with it. Okay, very simple one. Later we can learn it. We will learn it. Okay, and the second screen, which is the oscillator indicator to use, is used to determine the entry point and the exit point in the medium-term chart. So which means on the medium-term chart, we need to use some oscillator indicator to determine whether it is in the, how to say, the we know the function or the application of oscillator indicator normally is to check to judge whether it is in oversold area or overbought area, right? So we say whether it is in the safe area or in the high risk or in the risk area or in the low position or high position. So we will know whether it is a good timing for us to buy or to cannot buy, right? Let's say if it is in the high position already, or we can say it's overbought already, then which means this kind of stocks we need to give up, or we need to waiting for next chance or next wave, right? So this is a second screen. Use the oscillator indicator, okay? And the third screen, finally, several methods are provided on the short-term chart to set the long short or stop loss orders. We can trade with sensitive indicators of a stop loss. So which means the third screen, normally we just use the stop loss, the indicators which can help us to do the stop loss, which means the very obvious buy and sell indicators. Yeah, then which can help us. So in this aspect, in Homing software, we have this kind of indicator which can help us to make it. So just now I have mentioned the concept of the triple screen. Then how can we use, or how can we make it from the first screen to the third screen? So here the master Zhu give us some of the, or we can see the methods for us to analyze. Okay, the first one is we see it is the first screen. We need to use it on monthly chart, which means the long-term trend, right? Monthly chart stands for the very long-term trend. This one we said just now, we need to judge the long-term direction, whether it is in uptrend or downtrend, to let us make a decision whether we can buy long or to sell short. So the monthly chart, the purpose is to judge the direction, or direction judgment, we can see, right? Direction judgment, then to make decision to buy long or to sell short. That is the monthly chart, the first screen, the purpose. So we need to use some of the trend indicators just now we mentioned. So in Homing software, we have learned a lot of trend indicators. We know the TE and also the HRB. All of them belong to the trend indicators, but here we won't use the Homing special indicator. We just use some common indicators. Okay, you can see over here in this chart, we can see the second window here. We use an indicator which is the MACD, right? MACD actually is also belong to one of the trend indicator, just like a moving average, like a EXPMA, exponential moving average, right? So all of them are belong to the trend indicators, as long as the MACD. So for MACD, it is very easy for us to understand. First of all, it is very simple. It only has 2 lines, right? You can see in Home software, the default parameter for MACD, this indicator is the short one, or the first line is the red line. It is 12 days. And the yellow line, which is the slow line, it is 26. So the normal application for this indicator, we say it is, okay, here. When the short one upward breakouts, the faster one, the slow one, then we see it is the so-called golden cross, and like here, which is the dead cross, right? Yeah. So we can use the golden cross and the dead cross to judge whether now it is in the uptrend or in the downtrend, since now it is on the monthly chart, which is a very long-term time frame. Yeah, very big time frame to judge the long-term trend. So as we can see, this is a KLCI monthly chart, right? KLCI monthly chart. Then we can see here last month, which means November, we can see from the bottom area, you can see actually for MACD, this indicator, it already formed the so-called golden cross, which means the line already formed the uptrend. So which means from long term, we can see based on monthly chart for, if judged by MACD, this indicator for KLCI, it already reversed to, yeah, it's a good sign actually, because here it already show us the golden cross. Yeah, the golden cross. So which means long term it is okay. It's the timing for us, maybe can make the decision to buy long, right? So this is the first screen, yeah, based on monthly chart, and use MACD, this indicator to judge the trend, whether it is in uptrend or in downtrend. Okay, so this period we can see very clearly it is totally in the downtrend, because after this dead cross, those 2 lines, both the fast and the slow line, turn downwards, which means it is in the, it's a kind of a bearish pattern. It's a kind of a bearish pattern, and it is in the long-term downtrend. And until now, we can see over here, the red line, which means the fast line, upward cross the yellow one. And also now we can see until last month, those 2 lines already turn upward, which means from the long-term line, we can see it's a good sign, right? Yeah, it's a good sign. So for KLCI. So this is the weekly chart. Sorry, it is a monthly chart from the long-term side. Okay, there, yeah, and also it is a first screen to judge whether the direction is okay for us to buy long or to sell shorts. Okay, but if in Malaysia stock market, we can only discuss whether it is in long-term uptrend, then it's a good timing for us to buy or not, right? Since we cannot do the so-called short selling. Oh, can you change your software language to, sorry, this is the screenshot actually. It's not my software. So maybe I can switch to the software to show you. Okay, so let's see KLCI on monthly chart. And just now we said we need to use MACD to judge, right? So just use MACD. Where is it? Where is MACD? Okay, never mind. I just type in MACD. Yeah, over here. So now we can see very clear, right? Yeah, MACD on the second window over here. So we can see it is on after this is July, right? Yeah, the end of July, because this is based on monthly chart. So which means after 4 months rebound, and in the end of July, the red line, which means the fast line of MACD, already upward cross the yellow one, the slow line, and until now it already formed the the bullish pattern, which means 2 lines both turn upwards, and the fast line is above the slow line. So this is a so-called bullish pattern, just like the previous period over here. So this is a bullish pattern, and like this kind of this period, which is the bearish pattern. Okay, bearish pattern. So which means from long-term run, based on monthly chart, judged by MACD, KLCI, it is okay for us to buy long. Okay, this is the decision or the conclusion we get from the first screen analysis. Okay, let's continue. Then the second screen actually is based on weekly chart. So the purpose to see the weekly chart, just now mentioned, we need to use some oscillator indicators. So the purpose for us to use this kind of indicators is to judge whether it is in the high position or the low position, right? So let's see whether it is in oversold or overbought area. It's a safe area or risk area. So this is the purpose to see the position, whether it is high or low or in the normal area. Okay, so we can use the oscillator indicator. So here, actually, what kind of indicators is the so-called oscillators? Let's see, we have learned some of them before. One of which is RSI and also like a KDJ. Both of those two indicators are belong to the so-called oscillator indicators. You know why? Because the characteristic for the oscillator indicators is that it will have the middle line. Whether the figure is 0 or some of them it is 50, both okay. And also above this middle line, it has the limitation both in the upside and the downside. It has the limitation. Let's see, for RSI, we know the middle line is 50, right? The 50, and the downside limitation is 0, and the upside limitation it is 100. So this is RSI, relative strength index. And another one, KDJ, we know the middle line, it is 0. Then maybe also has the up and the low limitation line. Okay, so this is a so-called oscillator, which means a line will be moved around those three lines. Sometimes maybe break out and also break down like this. So this kind of indicators, it is the so-called oscillator indicators. Okay, so here, Master Zhu give us an indicator which belong to oscillator, which is CCI. I think most of our members didn't use this indicator before, right? CCI. So, okay, maybe I need to switch to the software for you to see. But this, we need to switch to weekly chart. Since this is the second screen. The first screen, we use it on monthly chart. The second screen, it is on the weekly chart. So we switch the lower indicator, the second window indicator, into CCI over here. Okay, CCI. So we can see very clear on the second screen over here, we can see there are three lines, right? The middle line, the white one, is 0 line, okay? 0 line, and the yellow one is 100, and the blue one is minus 100. So you will see the red line moves around those three lines, right? This red line actually is the CCI line. And also, if you want to know the detailed explanation or principal application, you can right click this window, then you will see the indicator introduction over here. Show you can see the brief introduction and also the usage principle for these indicators. Okay, we can see the indicator is designed by Donald Lambert to measure whether the price is beyond the normal distribution and belongs to a special indicator among overbought and oversold indicator category. So also it belongs to the so-called oscillator, right? So it will be fluctuates between normally we see the line, the limitation for the blue is minus 100 and this one is 100. Okay, and the central line or the central axis, which is 0. Okay, so this is the CCI. And let's see some basic application for this indicator. Switch to the slide. So here, if CCI I mean the red line, the CCI, the red line is above 100, which means above the yellow line. Above the yellow line, which means above 100, right? Then we see it already go to the high position, which is the risk area. Okay, risk area. And let's see, sometimes it will be more than 150. So it is a so-called high risk area. Okay, and just like this place, we can see on weekly charts, this time we can see it is in the end of it is 12 June. Last time when KLCI rebound for almost 3 or 4 months, right? In the beginning of June, we can see it go to correction for 3 weeks. So before the correction, we can see based on CCI, this indicator, it already turned downwards for this CCI line. Okay, we learned this application first. Later, I will explain to you the detail, more details. And if CCI was less than minus 100, then which is the safe area, which means in the low position. Let's see here, when the red line downward penetrates the blue line. Blue line, we know it is minus 100, right? So which means in this area, it is belong to the safe area. So just like the bottom area before the KLCI rebound. So both this area we see it is belong to the safe area. Okay. And when CCI downward turning above 100, we need to sell. Which means if this red line upward breakout 100, the yellow line, then finally turn downward. This line turn downward just like here 1 week ago. Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks ago. If based on this chart, we see it is 1 week ago. Even the price are still hitting a new high, or we can see even it closed as a green candle, as a young candle, but actually we can see the red line already turn downward, right? Yeah, downward turning. We can see it is a kind of downward turning. So which means we need to sell already because it tell us it's already in the high position in the risk area. So since you can see the figure for CCI now, it is 180. Sorry, it's not here. It's this point. This point is 183, and also the line downward turning. So finally, you can see the index went to correction for 3 weeks. Yeah. So this is a previous period, and also later we can see the latest KLCI, what's the performance based on CCI on weekly charts. So, another one, the last one is if CCI upward turning minus 100, then we can buy. So just like here, right? Just like this point, it is our buy point based on the application of CCI, okay? If the red line upward breakout or upward penetrate this minus 100 line, the blue line, then it is the buy point. So you can see, yeah, it is something over here in this place. So it's our buy point. Okay. So actually, maybe I explain a little bit conflict. No, sorry, or difficult for you to understand, but actually it's easy to understand. Because here we see we got 3 lines over here, right? The yellow one, the blue one. And if the red line above 100, then we see it is in the safe risk area. And once turned downward, we must make our decision to sell. And let's say if the line upward breakouts this blue line, then it's an opportunity for us to buy. It's in the low position, or we can understand it is a so-called oversold area. Oversold area is a good opportunity for us to catch the bottom. But let's say once it break out the yellow line and it has going to the overbought area, and once the line turn downwards, then which means we need to make our decision to take profits or to sell, just like this. Okay. Also, we can use it on daily chart, but actually the best time frame for CCI, this indicator, it is we need to use it on weekly chart due to Master Zhu, he told us we must use it on weekly charts. Okay, because if based on weekly chart, I think the accuracy must be higher compared with it used on daily chart. Okay, for CCI, this indicator, just like a KDJ, we also told you or explain to you, if we use it on weekly chart or even on monthly chart, we think the success rate will be higher compared with the daily charts, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is the second screen based on weekly chart, and we use CCI to determine whether it is in the low position or the high position. Then can help us to make decision whether we can buy or cannot buy. Then last one is the third screen. Then we need to based on daily chart, based on the daily chart. So daily chart, we know it is a timing decision. Timing decision, which means we need to make a decision whether it's a good timing for us to buy or to sell, right? Which means buy and sell points actually. So that is the main purpose to use the daily chart. And based on this daily chart, we need to use some of the stop loss indicators. And in Harmony software, there is one indicator which is very suitable to use. It is red and white circle. Red and white circle. So we know most of our members knew these indicators, right? Because it's easy to understand, and we think it is very easy to use. But actually, for RWC or red and white circle, this indicator is not how to say. It is easy for us to understand, but actually, the theory for this indicator, it is not so easy, and maybe later I show you the software. First of all, we see the application of this one. We know the application for RWC is quite easy to understand. The first white circle we see it is the selling points, right? The sell points, and the first red circle is the so-called buy points, and the red circle continue, which means we can just hold it, and once turn to red, turn to white circle, then we need to take profit or we need to sell, we need to cut loss, right? No matter we make profit or not, once it turn to white circle, we must make our decision to sell. But here we need to pay attention to RWC. If CCI is already upward breakouts or stands above 150 on weekly charts. Just now we have learned the application of CCI. If CCI was above 100, is above 150, then we see it is in the high risk area already, right? High risk area already, because the upward limitation for CCI actually is 100 only. So if it is 150, more than 150, then we see it's already going into the high risk area. So if our weekly chart CCI is above 150, then which means we need to pay close attention to RWC on daily chart. Once it turns to white circle, then we must sell. Okay, yeah. Okay, we must sell. So because on weekly chart, based on CCI, we know if it is above 150, then it is in the high position. In the overbought area already, it's overbought based on medium-term trend, based on weekly charts. So it's not a good timing for us to buy anymore, right? So once on daily chart appear the white circle, then which means we must sell. Okay. No. Okay, you need to follow my steps. Okay, first step we see we need to use monthly chart to analyze the direction. Then we can only use MACD, this indicator, to judge whether it is in the bullish pattern or bearish pattern, then whether we can buy or cannot buy, right? Yeah. And the second one, on weekly charts, we can only use CCI to see whether it is in the safe area or the risk area, which means in the low position or high position. Then last step is the daily chart. we use RWC to determine our buy and sell points. I think, okay, after this one, it will be more clear because according to the analysis steps from monthly chart to weekly chart, and then last step is daily chart, it is very similar to our investment philosophy, which is the long-term first, then short-term next, right? So also in Homeland software, we know we have the indicator, we have the one of the indicator, which is period comparison, which means we can see the different time frames from long term to medium term and to short term on the same screen, right? So we can see here, this is a period comparison and also the Homely investment philosophy, long term, medium term, and short term. So then we can see the different indicators on the same screen one time. Then we can use the software to check. So here we can choose from here. Under the chart, we have the period comparison, right? Period comparison, then which means we can see the different time frame on the same screen from long term to short term. So the first window over here, the left side, it is a monthly chart, then weekly chart, then daily chart. On the right side, also can change the indicators. So monthly chart, we said we need to use MACD, right? So here we need to change MACD, change the monthly chart corresponding indicator into MACD. So how can we make it? Then the bottom area over here, you can see we need to choose M first. The default one, we know it is all. So if you make it as the default one, then which means once you change the indicator, all those three indicators will be changed at the same time and change to the same one. So we must choose M, which means monthly chart. Then we can choose the indicator from here. So on monthly chart, we need to use MACD, right? MACD, okay. Choose MACD. So you will see on the right side window over here, it already changed to MACD. So this is based on monthly chart. And the middle one is the weekly chart window. So also we need to highlight W stands for weekly chart. So on weekly chart, we need to use CCI indicator. So let's change the weekly chart into CCI. Okay, CCI over here. And the last step, it is the daily chart, right? Daily chart, we know we are using RWC, which means red and white circle. So red and white circle cannot be put over here. It can only show on the candlesticks. So we need to click main charts over here. Main chart on the top. Then after that, we can see the left bottom area. We have the signals group. So you can just choose red and white circle. Yeah, then it will be shown on the daily chart and also on monthly chart and on weekly chart. But level 1, you just pay attention to the weekly chart will be okay. For monthly chart, you focus on the right side indicator MACD. From weekly chart, you just focus on CCI indicator will be okay. Then the last step is a daily chart. Okay. Okay. Aaron, I have shown you the operation steps, right? Just now, how to make 6 windows. 6 window. If the first time you come into the period comparison, it is the 3rd window. Then you can click window, and then you choose window 6. I think will be okay. Then you just change the indicator from monthly, weekly, then daily by the steps I mentioned to you. I told you just now. If you want to change the indicator for monthly chart, you must highlight M over here. Then next step is the W over here. Then last step is weekly chart. Okay. All right. So I think this operation you can make it, right? Not so difficult. Then, so how can we analyze? Next step. So here we have the decision. reference table of a triple screen trading system. So here, it has different situations, right? Yeah, based on the three triple screen. Okay, the first screen, let's see, it is monthly chart. We need to judge the trend, whether it is the uptrend or downtrend by MACD. And the second screen, we need to judge the position, whether it is in the safe area or risk area or low position or high position based on weekly chart, use CCI. And then last one is the third screen. Oh, sorry, this word was wrong. Third screen, it is the based on daily chart to find the entry and option opportunity, whether it's a good timing for us to buy or to sell. The last one is the operation steps, operation tips according to the three different situations based on different time frames. Okay, first situation over here, it is if on monthly chart it is uptrend, but on weekly chart CCI show us the high position, which means above 100 or even above 150, which means it's already entered into the overbought situation, right? Overbought area is a high risk area. Then even on daily chart, it appear the red circle buy points, appear the buy signal based on RWC. We cannot buy because on weekly chart is already in the high position, which means high possibility it will go to medium term correction, which means based on weekly chart, it will correct for maybe several weeks. So it's not a good timing for us to buy, even appear the buy points based on daily chart, right? And the second situation, which is on monthly chart is uptrend, and also on weekly chart, CCI is in the middle position, means not too high and also not too low, right? It is still okay. So if appear the buy points based on daily chart, then we can buy. So this is a reference table for you to make your decision. Then every stock you can based on this table to make your decision whether it is time for us to buy or to get out or to sell or cannot buy, just like that, or just the whole cash to wait, or just or can only buy a little bit. Okay, let's see some X numbers over here. Yes, correct. Yellow line is 100, white line is 0, and the blue line is minus 100. That's right, correct. Okay, all right, let's see some shares as the example, then to make a practice actually. Okay, the first one, let's see this one. Discounter. Okay, for discounter, we can see, sorry, monthly chart. Okay, first step, let's analyze the long-term trend, which means based on monthly chart, based on MACD. So from here, we can see MACD already formed the bullish pattern, right? Which means the slow line already, the fast line already upward breakouts, the slow line, and also those two lines both turn upwards. So it's a kind of a bullish pattern, which means long term was in uptrend already. It's in uptrend now. And okay, next step, let's analyze the weekly chart based on CCI. So on the right side over here, based on weekly chart, we can see the CCI line just break out the middle line, the middle white line means the 0 line. So it is still belong to the safe area, because as long as it is below the yellow line, as long as it below the yellow line, then we can see it is still safe, right? Yeah, still safe. So which means it is okay. Then which means if daily chart there appear the buy points, then we can buy, right? So you can take a reference to the table. Let's see the table just now. Belong to which situation? So just now the stock actually belong to which situation? Okay, first of all, monthly chart is uptrend, right? Yeah, I think it is the second one, right? Second situation you see here. Monthly chart is uptrend, and on weekly chart CCI is still in the middle position, safe area. Then if appear the buy points or buy signal on daily chart, the decision is we can buy, right? Okay. Still have a question? CCI middle. Oh, you mean the middle position? Yes. Between the blue and the yellow lines, we see it is in the middle position. Okay. If below the -100, then which means low position. And if above the yellow line, above 100, then we see it is in the high position. Okay. Then we see more shares. Just now got members asked me how to save this 6 windows template. This one cannot save. If you want to use it, every time you need to set the indicators. Okay, cannot save. So far cannot save. Maybe next time if we upgrade the software, we will consider. Right, it's a good suggestion. Okay. Okay, for the high, middle, and the low, for how to define CCI, just now I have give you the answer, right? If below -100, then we see it is in the low position, and if between -100 to 100, then it is in the middle position, still in the safe area. And if already above 100 and even above 150 is in the high risk area or in the risk area, in the high position already. Okay. Yeah. Filter later we mention. Okay. Somebody want to check the shares, right? Later we check. Later we can check. First of all, we see the shares I give you. Oh, still got members ask me how to set a 6 window. Just now I have mentioned, right? We have thoughts. Okay, if you still got a question about the operation, how to set the 6 window and how to change the indicators, I think later we have time, I will teach you one more time, okay? But now we need to check more shares to practice or to test the reference table over here, right? Okay. The next one, let's see this counter. Okay, for this counter, first of all, let's judge based on monthly chart MACD. Actually, it already formed the bullish pattern, right? Yeah, it's already formed the bullish pattern. You can see, okay, wait a moment, over here. It already formed the uptrend because fast line already upward breakout the slow line. That is a so-called golden cross. But let's say why this counter cannot buy. It is after we analyze the weekly chart, you see here, based on weekly chart, CCI actually is already in the high position, right? It's upward breakout. The yellow line means 100. So it's 176. You see the figure over here. It's 176. It's even more than above 150. So it's belong to the high risk area, right? High risk area. So once later it turned down, this line turned down, then we see we must make decision to sell, right? So it's not a good timing for us to get in based on the weekly chart since it's in the high position already. So even you see on daily chart here appeared the first red circle, the decision is that we cannot buy, right? Since the CCI, it is on the high position based on weekly charts. So even daily chart appear the buy signal, we cannot make decision to buy. So which means this counter we cannot buy yet. Yes, correct. Okay, next one. Okay, how about this one? Okay, this one, first of all, let's see the monthly chart based on MACD. Over here, you can see it is still in the bearish pattern, right? Yeah, it is still in the bearish pattern, which means still in the downtrend. So the next step, let's judge on weekly charts. We see CCI, it is in the middle position, right? Yeah, in the middle position. So which means it is okay. It is okay. As long as it is still below the yellow line, which means we still got some opportunity based on weekly chart, based on the medium-term trend. Then if daily chart there appear the first red circle buy points, then which means maybe we can buy some or buy a little bit for short-term trading. Yeah, you see over here. So if on downtrend, if based on monthly chart, judged by MACD, it is on downtrend. Monthly chart on downtrend. CCI in the low position on weekly chart. Oh, no position actually is over here. In this period, which means several weeks ago, before it break out the minus 100 line, it is in the low position. But once it break out the minus 100 line, then we see it is middle position, so it is still okay. So if red circle appear on the daily chart, then we can buy a little bit for short-term trading. Which means maybe it has the opportunity to rebound for the short to medium term rebound. So we can buy some, which means we cannot buy too much, right? Cannot full position or cannot buy half of your position, maybe just 30% of your position of your capital. So this is also explain to the question why this triple screen trading system can help us to solve the position management or fan management problem, right? Okay, one more. Let's see this one. Okay, this one we judge monthly chart is still okay, right? Yeah, it's still in the bearish pattern. The first line is still above the slow line. But we can see CCI on weekly chart, okay, still below the yellow line. So we can see it is in the middle position, right? So even here we see it appear the first white circle sell point on daily chart. Do we need to sell or not? Okay, and then the question is we don't need to sell since it is still very safe for us, no matter on weekly chart or on monthly chart, because monthly chart still show us this counter was still in the long-term uptrend, and the second one, medium term, still okay, still in the safe area because the line is still below the yellow line, so which means still in the safe area. So even on daily chart, there appear the white circle sell points. If you are not a short-term trader, you don't need to sell, and you don't need to sell for this selling points, which means you can still hold it. Maybe it's just a very short-term correction, maybe just a correct 3 or 5 days, then have 5 days, then after that it will go up again. So according to the reference table over here, so for this kind of a situation, we don't need to sell. Okay, like this kind of a situation. If monthly chart and the weekly chart both are okay, on daily chart even appear the selling points, we don't need to sell. Okay, one more. Let's see this one. So very obvious, right? On monthly chart, it is totally in the downtrend or in the bearish pattern, still in the bearish pattern, right? And weekly chart, high position, you see above the yellow 100 line, high position, and also the line already turned downwards. So even on daily chart appear the buy signal, we cannot buy. And if appear the sell signal, which means the white circle sell points, we must sell as soon as possible, right? Sell definitely, must sell, okay? Yeah, so yeah, selling points appear. Since both monthly chart and weekly chart is not so beautiful, it's only a short-term rebound. I think this is only short-term rebound. Then rebound finish already, so we must sell. Okay, how about this one? First of all, monthly chart, Okay, right? Yeah, monthly chart just form the bearish bullish pattern. Since here the red line just break out the yellow line, formed the bullish pattern. And the second one, on weekly chart, CCI is far below the minus 100, so it's very obvious that it belongs to the safe area and belong to the oversold area, right? Oversold area. Okay, so on daily chart, if appear the first red circle buy points, then of course we can buy, right? Yeah, so this is uptrend on monthly chart, and the CCI is low on weekly chart. So if appear the red circle buy points on daily chart, then definitely we can just buy. Okay, so just now you asked about the filtering setting, right? So I will show you how can we make it. Then after that, we can check your shares and answer your question. Let's take a look about the setting for filtering. Okay, I will use the software to show you. You can follow me step by step. How can we set the condition from long term to short term, from monthly chart to daily chart? Then after that, you can save the condition. You can save the program, filter program into your software, and we don't need to set the condition one more time. If next time you want to use, you can just extract the filter program, then you can use it to filter again. Okay, first step, before you go to technical filter, we need to choose the market from here, right? Choose Bahasa Malaysia BNB markets. Then after that, we click comprehensive technical filter. We just click this button, also okay, to go to the technical filter platform. So the first step, we need to set the monthly chart. So go to logical filter over here. Logical filter, and then we can find MACD from the original indicator. Just set the bullish pattern for MACD, which means the fast line is above the slow line. This is a so-called bullish pattern for MACD based on MACD, right? So you can just set as faster line. The logical relation is greater and equal, but before that, need to choose monthly chart. Okay, choose this one. M stands for monthly chart. Otherwise, the default one is only daily. So you must change it to M. Okay, then next step. We don't need to see the value. Then you will see slow line over here. So click Add. It will go into the big blind box. So this is the first step to set the monthly chart MACD bullish pattern. Okay, easy, huh? Seems you have question now. Later I will give you the timetable, the reference table for you. You can take photo for that table. Then you can check your shares according to the reference table. Okay. Yeah. So this is a first step for the monthly chart. How can we set it? To choose the uptrend shares. And the second step, let's make the weekly chart. Weekly chart is based on CCI, right? So you can choose CCI from here. From the original indicator, we find CCI with CCI, okay, over here. So CCI, okay, CCI, we just make it below the yellow line will be okay, which means, okay, because we know if CCI is above the yellow line, then which means it is in the high position, right? Yeah. So, or in the overbought area, then we can just set the CCI below the yellow line, then which means still in the safe area, right? Yeah, that's the condition. So we go back to the technical filter and set a condition. So CCI less than 100. So you need to change the criteria or the logical relation into less than, and also need to remember remember to change here M to weekly. Now we are using weekly CCI, right? Yeah, so you need to change the M into W, weekly. Then after that, change the logical relation into lesson. Then tick value and put 100. So we must make CCI line less than 100, still in the safe area, okay, based on weekly chart. So this is the first two steps. And last one is easy to understand, which is based on red and white circle based on daily chart. So red and white circle filter is in the first category, MA. Click MA and tick this one. White circle 10-3, white circle 10-3. Okay, yeah. So this is the 3 steps to set the criteria. Then you can just save this filter program. You can give it a name, such as triple screen. Okay, triple screen, I think will be okay. Then after that, you can just save it. You can just save it, then filter. So actually, I have a test. I have filter last night, and here is the results based on the latest data, which means this Friday. For December, we use the triple screen filter program to filter. We have 23 shares satisfy the condition. Then you can just analyze them one by one. Okay, yeah. So let's go back to the software to check. So the first one is efficient e-solutions. Let's double click and to analyze. You know why I double click it just come into the period comparison? It is because I have set the default one. You need to choose double click to enter period comparison. So just now, once we filter the shares, you double click, then it will go to the period comparison template. Then we just change the indicators. Just now, some members don't know how to set the indicators, right? So I will show you one more time. So how can we change the monthly chart, the right side, the window, the monthly chart into MACD? We need to highlight M over here and choose MACD from the indicator list. MACD with it over here. So you see, this window already changed to MACD indicator, right? And the second window, we need to use CCI. So also need to highlight W. W stands for weekly charts. Then choose CCI indicator with okay here. So the second window, weekly chart already changed to CCI. Then the last step is daily chart. Daily chart, we can use main chart. We need to click main charts and choose signal group, red and white circle. So on daily chart, already changed to red and white circle. So monthly chart, you focus on MACD. Weekly chart, you focus on CCI right here. And only daily chart, you can see the red and white circle indicator. So let's analyze this share. Okay, first of all, we see monthly chart is in the bullish pattern, right? Yeah, because the slow line, the fast line, it is above the slow line, and also those two lines are upward. So it is a so-called bullish pattern based on MACD. And weekly chart, you see CCI line is below zero, which means still in the safe area, right? Safe area. And then if on daily chart, there appear the buy points. Let's go back to the reference table, then you will see whether this share can buy or cannot buy. Oh, sorry. Okay, wait a moment. My software got some problem. Okay, now okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the table I showed you just now. And I said you can take a photo. You can take photo for this table. Then next time you just when you analyze your shares, then you can just see this timetable, see this table. Make your decision whether can buy or cannot buy. So just now the share, it is uptrend on monthly chart and the CCI in the low position, right? Or middle position, sorry, middle position. And if appear the buy signal on daily chart, so the operation tips is that we can buy. Am I right? Okay. Go back. Next one. Next contour. Yeah, this one. Also, this one you see appear the first right circle, right? So monthly chart uptrend, weekly chart in the middle position, still below 100, and the daily chart appear the buy signal, so you can make your decision. Since we are using the right condition to filter, so all the shares actually is the right one, but the only problem is that, let's say if tomorrow you want to buy, you need to make a decision. You need to choose from those 26 shares to choose one or two, which is the best one, right? Yeah. Okay, so maybe I need to solve. I see you have a lot of questions, right? So let's go to the Q&A session. Sorry, go back. Now, if you have any question, you can just how to say, put it in the chat room, then we can solve your question. Any more tips how to choose from the 26 counters? Okay, for this one, maybe you need to combine with how to say, so-called originally which category or which industry or sector is the so-called hotspot, and also must choose the active one, the active shares. Just now we see the efficient solution actually even satisfy the conditions, but actually for me, I want to buy this one. You know why? Because for this counter, it is not so active, right? Yeah, so you must give up. Also, we need to combine with the method we analyzed shares before. It not means we have learned the triple screen. We must give up all the methods we learned before. It was wrong. It is wrong. You still need to combine with the methods you learned before. How can we analyze the stocks together? Okay, to do the further filter. Okay, other question? Next one is daily condition shown in the box. Daily, you mean filtering? Daily condition actually is quite easy. It is just the moving average, RSI Y circle 10-3, this one, right? Yeah. In the first category, under the moving average MA platform, tick Y circle 10-3, okay? Next question. MACD uptrend, do we need to wait red line above 0 or not? You mean which red line? CCI? Oh, I get it. You mean MACD, the red line, right? Above 0. No need. No need. As long as it is the bullish pattern, it is okay. Okay, yeah. Next question, it is explain more on the differential between KDJ and the CCI. Okay, I said both of them belong to the oscillators, right? Yeah. That is the oversold and overbought indicator. But in this triple screen trading system, master let us to use the CCI. I think the CCI, he said the CCI on weekly chart it has higher success rate. Yeah. How about two below situation? Uptrend plus CCI low, sell signal, hold. Actually, all the situations already in the table. You can see, right? All the situations are listed over here. 6 window cannot save. I mentioned one just now. Can only set, yeah, every time when you want to use it. Step by step by WhatsApp. Show the screen steps one more time. Have to check with banker MACD2. MCD2. I said just now, after we filter 26 shares, right? Somebody asked me how can we further filter because we cannot buy those 26 shares. So I said just now, you need to combine with the methods you learned before to further filter, right? Just and also some common sense, no active one, the inactive shares we cannot choose. And also if you want to combine with the banker indicator, also okay, right? This indicator for penny stocks only? No, I don't think so. All of the shares can use. Still ask me whether can save or not. Okay, the 6 window cannot save. You must set it by yourself every time if you want to use it. We cannot save it now so far. Maybe next time if we upgrade the software, we can consider, right? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Lim asks MACD up, CCI low, RWC read, what to do? Of course we can buy, right? Yeah, it's a bad condition. Monthly chart uptrend, CCI in the low position, safe area. So if on daily chart appear the buy signal, of course we can buy. Okay, more question? Florence said your filter result was different with me, right? You have the 25. I only got 23. Yeah. Small difference. Just maybe I didn't download the data, the latest data. RWC. RWC is the short form for. Oh, it's not RWC. It's It's WRC, it's RWC. RWC stands for red eye white circle. It is the short form for red eye white circle. Okay, it's not WRC, it's RWC. Okay, yeah. Okay. About red eye white circle, actually here's one point I can mention to you. Also, we can use red eye white circle to forecast the stop loss points. Okay, let's say you can find red eye white circle over here, right? And also you can make it into the second window. Sorry, wait a moment. Make it into the, you can put it in the second window, RWC. Okay, you can see if I put RWC in the second window, you will see the introduction. Actually, RWC is easy for us to remember, but actually the design theory I mentioned just now, it is actually also can call stop and reverse indicator. And it's also the so-called parabolic indicator, right? So it will move as the price go up, the stop loss point will move forward. Okay, let's see here. Now we can see it is still white circle, right? Then how can we forecast if next day, if the closing price break down, which level it will change to the white circle? Okay, you can see over here. If next day the closing price, this is the index, drop below 1564, then the red circle will change to white circle. Okay, let's say for a share, for example, let's see this one. Now it is in the downtrend already. In the sell. Okay, also, how can we predict if the closing price breakouts which level or which points or stands above which price, then it will change to the red circle. Now it is still white circle, right? So if tomorrow the closing price stands above 2.09, then it will change to the red circle. I mean, the white circle tomorrow will change to the red circle. So you just put your mouse on the last candle or even the blank area also okay. Then you pay attention to the color price over here. Then you will see here got one price. So this is a prediction. If tomorrow the closing price stands above 2.09, then it will change to the red circle. I mean, the theory is not easy. The application is easy to understand. Okay. Sorry, make you conflict. At 25, it is okay, no problem. I said my software maybe a little bit different with yours. It is okay. The correct one, I think, should be 25. Maybe some of I mean, some shares the data got problem for my software. It's not yours. Yours is the correct one. Mine one got problem. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I didn't download the latest data. Maybe I'm not sure. Later I can check. Have to check price before Harmony Rainbow uptrend first before enter buy. Okay, based on this triple screen trading system, actually, if you use MACD based on the monthly chart, if it is the bullish pattern, then which means we don't need to see the HRB anymore, right? You can just use this system to analyze, to make your decision. I think will be okay. So actually, not so difficult, right? Easy to understand. And the problem is you need to follow up. You need to stick to the discipline. You need to stick to the principle. Just follow it to do, then it will be okay. It is more for analysis, right? More for analysis. And from the trend, CCI is what? CCI is one of the oscillator indicator. I also show you how can we see the indication, how can we see the application. You can put CCI into the second window, then you right click the second window area, then you will see the introduction for this indicator and also the principal application for this indicator. Actually, filter is from long term to medium term and to short term, right? Just now, for the filtering, we both use the monthly chart, weekly chart, and also BIPOINT is based on daily chart. It is okay. So actually, this is one complete trading system of not only for analysis, but also trading system. It's a complete one. It is okay already. Add volume into the filter. I think you can after filtering you can combine with volume to further filter or to analyze will be okay. When you filter, you don't need to add volume. You see, like this kind of shares also not so active, right? So which means even it is satisfy the condition, but it's not a good choice for us to buy. So also you can further filter according to the common sense and also according to the method you learned before, right? Yeah. Yeah, some penny stocks you can just give up. But anyway, you can use it to filter every day. Will appear different shares for you, right? Yeah. Still need to using mini chart to buy next day. You can just based on daily chart to buy. MACD setting for screening. Oh, seems some members still not clear about the filtering, right? Okay, the first one we said it is the MACD based on monthly charts. So you can find MACD from the original indicator and choose here master. Change to M stands for monthly. Then after that, logical relation greater than or equal, then the slow one, and click add. This is the MACD filtering based on monthly charts. And the next step is the weekly one, CCI. Choose weekly over here, change to W, okay, and less than 100, put 100 over here under the value box. Then after that, click add. This is based on weekly. And the last step is the daily. Go to MA category and tick Y circle 10-3. So Three levels both okay already, right? Above yellow line is a high risk, is a risk area, right? So it is overbought. But actually, I mentioned sometimes if the counter it is very strong, even it above 100, which means above the yellow line, it will continue going up, right? So even as long as this red line, CCI line, keep upward, the line didn't turn down, it is okay. Only the line turned downwards, then which means you need to pay attention. But actually it is on weekly chart, right? So you need to switch to daily chart to see whether the red and white circle already changed to white circle. If changed to white circle, then which means we need to make our decision to sell. Otherwise, you can just hold it. Okay, let's see current KLCI based on weekly chart. We can see very clear. Actually, after this week, it is on 20 November. After 20 November that week, CCI line hit the highest level, which is 187. Then next week, even the price closing as a green candle, which means the price go up. But actually, we can see the CCI line already downward, already downward turning, right? You see the line change from 187 to 173, right? So you see the line turn downward turning. Then which means on daily chart, if appear the sell signal on daily charts, let's say over here, you need to make a decision to sell. Then somebody may wonder, once I sell, then the price go up again. Then you need to see, how can I tell you? You must trust the system. You know, it is a complete system. So which means even now the price didn't drop very quickly, but you need to remember, you need to believe that later maybe it's going to correction for medium term. Since now we can see even the last 2 weeks, the price go up, but actually the CCI line still turned down, downward turning, right? Still in penetrate downward. So it's not a good sign. And finally, if it break down 100 line, the yellow line, then which means it will have a medium-term correction. Because the success rate for the CCI line, every time when it break out 100 line, then finally the line turn downward, high possibility it will correction for a medium term, right? Yeah, you see previous time. Every time when the line break out 100, then finally turn downward, it will correction for a very long time. You see over here, correction. This is a sideways, then after that correction, and even the second time correction, and here also correction, and this time once turned down, then drop for several weeks or a few months, right? Yeah. Monthly chart MACD line a bit going to downward, lead to alert. You mean KLCI? Am I right? Maybe we can just use the period comparison to see, will be easier since we can see 3 windows at the same time. 3 different time frame at the same time, right? KLCI monthly chart, it is still okay, right? So far, it is still keep upward. Just the weekly chart in the high position. K star 5172. Yeah, monthly we can see the line already turned downward a little bit for the red line, the faster line, right? And also you see 3 weeks ago, this is on the beginning of November. You see the dates based on weekly charts. It is on 6th November. So after 6th November, next week is our selling points. Because on 6th November that week, for CCI, it hit the highest level, which is 294. Then next week, you see the line turn to 200, then which means it's a selling point. Once appear the sell point on daily chart, you can sell. Now it is still, if based on MACD is still in the bullish pattern, only the CCI in the middle position, and if appear the buy signal, based on daily chart, then you can take the reference table to see whether we can buy or cannot buy, right? So which situation it belongs to, you can see over here. Monthly chart still belong to uptrend. Okay, CCI in the middle position. If appear middle position, if appear the buy signal, we still can consider to buy, right? Yeah. But now it is white circle, so there's no buy point here. Supermax. How to search a stock when we in the 6 period comparing chart, right? You can just type the code number on the keyboard, then you can make it. Okay, this one. This one is okay. MACD is still in the upward bullish pattern, and the CCI in the low position, right? Yeah, low position. And if appear the red circle, last time I think Master Zhu also mentioned about this counter. If appear the red circle, you can consider to buy, right? Yeah. If only based on the system to analyze, it is okay. But also, we know if we need to combine with some other elements together, we are more clear about the Malaysia stock markets, right? And even the hotspots. So, and also if we combine with some other indicators we learned before, for this one, maybe it's just a kind of a short-term rebound. Since long-term is a little bit, it has a signal that is going to change, right? Now we can only consider it's a kind of a medium-term correction, since the high points are become lower and the low points become higher. So you see the range is not so big. So it's a kind of narrow sideways, right? And the range will become smaller and smaller. Yeah. Okay, for more shares, if you want to check, then you can check with the methods we learned before, right? With the triple screen trading system, you can just analyze by yourself according to the 3 different levels, the monthly chart, weekly chart, and daily chart, to combine together to analyze from long term to short term. all the situations already listed out over here. So you can pay attention to this reference table and to check your shares, which situation it belongs to. Then I think we'll be okay. Okay, all right. If no more question, then I think that's all for our today class. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye-bye.